Greetings to my 1009 subscribers, and of course you, my future subscriber. Today it's all about celebration, not just the 1000 subscriber celebration, but also a happy new year to all. 1st of January 2023, new day, new year, new beginnings, and of course celebrating that magical 1000 that so many people aspire to. Now, its channel started almost 2 years ago. February 21 will be 2 years. So it was a long 2 years. And of course, lots and lots of videos. I'm getting close to 400 videos. So definitely be putting in the work. And I remember clearly that I said on a couple of videos that I will make a special, or I will open up a special bottle of whiskey once I've reached 1000. And one of my subscribers also noted this morning that one of the contenders needs to be opened, and I thought to myself, I need to make it quite special. So I picked 3 whiskies that I think is quite special. One of the oldest whiskies on my bar that has not been opened. I did do a review of it. Then another one that was also not a young whiskey, and of course one of the favorite whiskies for many people. So in no particular order, I'm going to show you the ones that I selected as a special whiskey for me. And I'm going to open one of them and I'm going to give it a nose and a taste. So I'm not going to make the video long. It's a young day. It's still morning. And yeah, first whiskey that I've bought, I think that was almost 2 years ago. And I decided it was a good price. First of all, it was actually exceptionally cheap. Can't remember. And I'm talking about the Knock and Do 21-year-old. This is a single malt Scotch whiskey, 21 years old. It is sherry cask and bourbon cask. They call it rich and sweet. This one was distilled in 1994. I do like the hardened box. So this of course is a Knock and Do distillery in Scotland, and of course I do like the bottle. I like the label on it. It gives you a lot of information. That is the distilling date 1994, sherry and bourbon, rich and smooth, bottled at 43% ABV. And of course this is a master reserve, and it is a Speyside whiskey. Nice color to it. They don't say anything about chill filtration, and they don't say anything about coloring on the label or on the bottle. So that is for me the contender number 1. The next one that is definitely a contender, and it's something that I've also reviewed before, and but that was a sample that I bought online here in Belgium. Lovely store, so many whiskies that you can try before you buy it. And this one, of course, you have to mention this one. This one I've been, and I think this one is actually the first expensive bottle that I bought, and I'm talking about the Glenfarclas 25-year-old single malt from the Highlands. It is absolutely a fantastic whiskey. I did a review already. If you want to see the full review, I will put a link or the end card so that you can also look. But I do love it. I did love it. And I think I will also like this one. So this one, again, not high ABV, bottled at 43% ABV, 25 years old. I think you can still find it for 120 to 145 euro, I think, here in Belgium. We do pay a lot of duties and taxes here. But yeah, it is not incredibly expensive for a 25-year-old whiskey. So this one definitely a contender to be opened and to maybe also share it with my friends and colleagues to give them a taste of a nice 25-year-old whiskey. So definitely the Glenfarclas is on the list for today. And the last one, and this one is actually very special for me. This one, well, let's start with the whiskey. Glendronach, 18-year-old, Allardyce. It is a Highland single malt Scotch whiskey. It's bottled at 46% ABV. This is still a bottle from 2019. So if you do a little bit of digging online, they will give you the year it was made and the whiskies that was added to it. And this one is the one with the most aged whiskey in it. So this is not just 18-year-old. From what I've seen, it's up to 24-year-old whiskies that has been added to this one. And of course, that is all part of the closing of the distillery, and they needed some whiskey to be added to create the new 18-year-old. And they ran out and they started adding older and older whiskies. So this was the last year, if I remember, or 2020 was the last year. And they added older and older whiskies. And from what I've read, the oldest whiskey in this one is 24 years old. How much of the older whiskies in there? I don't know. But I know this one is quite expensive. I see the average price now can be up to 328 euros, what I've seen. But you can still find it for 190, 200 euros for a bottle. And I bought this quite a long time ago, and I think I paid 68 or 69 euros. Can't really remember, getting old. But this one is also quite special for me. Of course, this is still part of Billy Walker when he was still at Glendronach, bottled at 46% ABV. Color-wise, natural color, non-chill filtered. I think this is going to be a real sherry monster. So it is matured in the finest Spanish Olorosa sherry casks. I think that is for the full maturation. So quite a little bit of a sherry monster. So that is the 3 bottles that I am looking at drinking today as a celebration for my 1,000 subscribers. And of course, it's a celebration for a happy new year for 2023. And I thought quite some time on which one I want to try for 2023 as a good start. And that's something that I also tasted, just a small sample, quite some time ago. But I thought this is a perfect opportunity because I know a couple of my friends have been eyeing this bottle. And I think they would also love to try it in the next couple of days. So I thought I'm going to start off my 2023 with the Knock and Do 21 years old Reserve, Masters Reserve, distilled in 1994. It's always for me a strange thing to see something that is so old, be mature for such a long time, and you just open it up and you drink it like it's nothing. So this is, well, I hope the cork is still okay. Ooh. Nothing wrong with the cork. Looks like a little bit of a compressed cork. So quite looking forward to this one. And I'm sure my friends is going to like it as well. So a quick review. I might come back to it a little bit later on, just to give it a little bit of a time. Color-wise, it's like I said, not sure about the color. Definitely there is some chill filtration at 43% ABV. And on the nose, cheers. A little bit of a funky note. Not a lot of big flavors coming out at the neck pour. I think it will definitely need some time in the glass to open up a little bit. But it's already starting to open up. That little funky note is disappearing. There's a lovely sweetness coming out. There's a little bit of a toffee note definitely appearing. A little raisin note. There's a lovely little light chocolate note coming out. A little bit of a spicy vanilla also appearing. Not much on the alcohol, even with a little bit of an agitation. We don't really get the alcohol. But every time that I go back, there's a little bit of a change in the nose already. There's a little bit of an oakiness on it. A little bit of a sawdust note. Maybe a little bit of a furniture polish. The alcohol itself is definitely, you can smell the age in it. There's not an ethanol strong note on the nose. They're really getting sweeter and sweeter every time that I go back. Absolutely lovely light nose. I was expecting a little bit more oak on the nose, especially for 21 years old. A little bit of an orange note, a little orange oil. Quite nice. And the toffee seems to be elevated a little bit now. On the taste, cheers. Wow, that's nice. And I'm sure it feels a little bit nicer than the sample that I had. Definitely Christmas cake, Christmas spices. There's a little bit of a Christmas raisin sweetness also coming out. Let me just give you one more. Definitely, there's not the oiliness to it. It's quite dry actually. Once you've taken the sip, it leaves you with a little bit of a dry mouthfeel. You're left with sweetness and you heat of spice. A little bit, almost like a chili spice. That heat that just goes through the mouth. And it leaves you a little bit numb. So it drinks a little bit higher than the 43% ABV for me. But it is really nice. And I keep on going back, looking for that oak tannins, the bitter notes. I'm still not getting it. This lovely sweetness, when that burst of the heat, and a little bit of an oak coming in now. Just a hint of that, just to tone down that little sweetness. But definitely it feels much stronger. And I think with a little bit of an oxidization, that burnt hotness will also disappear. Definitely opening up quite fast. Give it one more time. Definitely will recommend this one. 21 years old, quite cheap. I will have a look and I will put the price over here, what it costs now for a bottle. But if I remember correctly, this is still going to be one of the cheapest 21-year-old whiskies that you are going to buy. So for me, I just want to say thank you very much for my 1009 subscribers. It's been a long time. A lot of you have been with me for 2 years already, encouraging me, liking and subscribing, sharing my content so that I can reach that first step of 1,000. And I just want to say thank you for you. And of course, I see also at the analytics, like 80% of returning viewers is still not a subscriber. So I would also want to ask you, next time you watch, or after watching this video, I would like to ask you also to remember to like and subscribe. So Happy New Year. May 2023 be a fantastic year for you. Cheers.